Welcome back, everybody. Just finishing some breakfast. Guys sure brought a bunch of food last night. Had a little housewarming party. First night in the new place. And I'll show you around here. But, yeah, the guys brought me a bunch of donuts, some housewarming gifts. Just the neighbors, Chris and John. Met Betty. She lives across the road there. Sweet old lady. And we just had a good time. Normally I'm more of a poker guy, but they insisted we play chess. And I'm not opposed, just different, I guess. And Chris brought me an arcade machine. It's pretty neat. Quite the bachelor pad we got here. Anyways, just what I was looking for. Got a nice small shop area. I mean, it's not that small, but it's perfect size for what I need, the equipment I have. And got sleeping quarters upstairs. I mean, this is exactly what I was looking for. But quite a bit's happened since the last time you guys seen me. It's been about a month. We're into November now. And we did close on the house in New York. The final offer was $139,000 after closing and fees and taxes and paying off what was still left on the mortgage. Wound up clearing about $75,000. And the new shop, house shop, whatever you want to call it, wound up costing $55,000 in total. So once they finished up, it didn't take long to spend some of that $75,000 we cleared. We still owed them $45,000 and just took care of that a couple days ago and moved in just a few days ago. So we're gonna get to plowing here in November. It's not too much to do, and I'm hoping later today. I put an order in for some Holstein calves, and we're gonna get started here with the barn. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll catch you guys out in the field. So, like I was discussing with you guys when we were harvesting, these little outcrops of grass here, they're just a royal pain for harvest. It just makes an odd-shaped field. We are going to plow them right under and get rid of them. It's going to make this field so much easier to work. I can't believe how nice the weather is down here. I mean, it's a November morning, no frost yet. And I'm so used to Western New York weather that, we could have 3 foot of snow at this point during the year. And they very well might. But still a good time to get some ground turned up. And I've been thinking I'm going to take these 2 fields over here, which had our grass up here, and the other one is also growing some sort of grass. They must have threw a cover crop in there after they tilled that up. And I'm thinking of combining them 2 fields and also expanding those fields closer to the road. I guess we'll see how that goes, but this cornfield here is going to take a while to get all plowed under, so I might just throw the drone up and get some decent footage for the YouTube channel. Concrete Farmer, if y'all want to check him out. Pretty good videos up there. This field really didn't take too long. Like I said, I'd like to get all the grass fields kind of consolidated into one and extend it out towards the road a little more. There's quite a bit of space out there that's not being utilized. But before we do that, we're going to have to stop over to the farmyard and check out our new calves, because Chris and John helped set it up, but they had a pretty good deal on calves, $200 each, and they set up trucking for me. Gentleman's name's Gordy, and I was going to come over and meet him, but he was so quick. I mean, I could see him off in the distance, and he got all them calves off, and before we could finish this field up, he's already gone. So I'm hoping to meet him sometime. Look at all these beauties. Look a little big for calves, but I guess what we should do is get some hay out for them, so they can eat, and then we'll get back to that field, the grass fields, and we'll get that going. So we'll get a couple of them out there for them. So I purchased 45 calves at $200 each, and delivery charge was $500 for Gordy. I've already prepaid for it. It's all been set up through the co-op shop. Chris and John got it all set up for me, but still like to meet Gordy sometime. I hear he's a heck of a guy. Well, hopefully them couple large hay bales will tide them girls off for a while. We still got to make it all the way through winter here. I'm not sure when the grass is going to kind of slow up and quit growing, depending on the weather here, when it does get cold. So, if we have to buy some, I guess we will. But in the meantime, we'll use what we got, and hopefully that'll tide us off most of the winter. I am hoping to get these these two grass fields and some of the open area back there all plowed up into one larger field, and hopefully get something planted here. We're going to have to get our hands on a planter and some fertilizer, but it'd be nice to get some more grass planted, get our first cutting off fairly early in the spring, and we'll get some more hay. But that's a plan, and we're going to get this field turned under and go from there.
Take it on back, take it on back, take it on back to where the grass is greener. Yeah. All right. She was a South Georgia stunner, hotter than hell in July. We tasted heaven that summer, then said goodbye, and I don't know why, 'cause we'd parked down by the river, steam up them windows real good. Wish I could go back and see her, you know I would, Lord, if I could. Take it on back, take it on back, take it on back to where the grass is greener. Take it on back, back to when she and me were true believers. Loving all the things that come with it, moonshine kisses, man, I miss it. Take it on back, back to the best I ever had. Take it on back. Yeah. Well, I wonder if she ever wonders if I'm thinking about her too. 'Cause I'm thinking I still love her if she only knew all I wanna do is take it on back, take it on back, take it on back to where the grass is greener. Take it on back, back to when she and me were true believers. Loving all the things that come with it, moonshine kisses, man, I miss it. Take it on back, back to the best I ever had. Take it on back. Take it on back to the truck bed blanket, holding that girl till the sun come up. Take it on back to her song and crank it, turn it up loud, I can see her now. Take it on back, back to where the grass is greener. Take it on back, back to when she and me were true believers. Loving all the things that come with it, moonshine kisses, man, I miss it. Take it on back, back to the best I ever had. Take it on back. Take it on back. Take it on back. Yeah, I said take it on back. Whoa, yeah. Take it on back.
So we really haven't generated any sort of revenue off of the farm anyways this episode. We had the house sale, but that didn't come from the farm. We're still sitting on a decent amount of corn in the silos, but after talking to Chris and John, They told me I'm probably going to be better off waiting a couple more months, right around the New Year's or just after. That's normally when corn prices really kind of go through the roof, and I mean, we're not that desperate yet, so gonna wait until probably January. But I'm really glad we got these fields plowed up. The far field over there is going to be a lot easier to harvest now. And just getting this consolidated into one, I mean, we really increased the size quite a bit too. So I'm thinking for at least the near future here, corn is probably going to be our more of a cash crop for us. We don't have a whole lot of use for it, but we have good ground for corn, and if we can make some money off it, that's great. And the other field nearest to us, we can keep growing grass and making some hay. That's what we're going to be feeding our Holsteins with for now. And we still have a little area, some room here for, who knows, maybe some new buildings in the future. But yeah, definitely hay for our cows. I mean, it's going to be quite a while until they're actually producing milk. But yeah. Seen we had a leaky hydraulic line on here, so I'm going to get that fixed and make sure the plows are all cleaned up and ready to go for next year. I mean, really, this only gets used once or twice a year, but want to keep it in good shape. Still got to pick up a pressure washer sometimes when we can get this stuff cleaned up, but we'll get the hydraulic hose fixed. We'll get her all cleaned up and move on to the next thing. Winter's coming. And we're back, guys. Getting in the afternoon, but we just got the hydraulic line fixed here on the plow. So I picked up this pressure washer at the store while I was getting the hydraulic hose. And it's got a little diesel engine. It's heated, high pressure power washer. So I'm going to get some of this stuff cleaned up and get her put away. Well, that sure doesn't seem to work too bad at all. We're going to have to hit the harvester too and maybe hit everything. It sure would be nice to go into winter when we're not using anything and having everything put away and clean. If we can put everything away. A little limited on space at the moment. But, yeah. We'll be right. So, probably going to be a little while till I see you guys. Might just wait until we put, or until we take corn in. And like I said, John and Chris was telling me probably January. After the New Year's, that's when the price normally starts to hit its peak. So, but until next time, thanks for watching, and have a good night.